Alrighty. Let's not. Oh wait, one second. Set up my keys. That's the worst. All right. Well, yeah. My goodness. Let's not waste any more film. We're talking back today. Today's weigh-in actually quite good. 70.2 kilos, 5 weeks and 3 days out. I'm gonna break 70 this week. Probably likely tomorrow, but I also don't want to jinx it at the same time. So hopefully, I've been eating pretty decent today. So far, I had 2 protein bars, not that much water, 2 coffees, about to be a third one now. Uh, and then I had 2 cans of tuna and 3 Rice Krispies. So overall, macros are looking pretty good today, and I've got maybe almost like 1,000 calories to spare for dinner. So that's not bad. That's I'm tracking all right. Yeah, about to get a workout in. So what are we thinking? 2 sets seated cable row. Yeah, it's been a while for me. Like, I don't really like seated cable row for the fact that you do have to tighten and you have to brace your core quite a bit. Yeah. Even if you do sort of let your shoulders roll forward, you don't really want that motion to start from the lower back. You really want it to start from the mid back or higher. And so it's not the best exercise for me, simply because that it has a little less stability, nothing to brace against. But I'm going to try it anyway. I mean, it's just been a while, and I'm thinking one's rather close grip and then just one rather wide grip. And then that will be enough for sort of horizontal rowing at varying elbow angles. Which brings me to my next point, really. Like, when you think of back training, do you not just, does anyone else rather think it's just you're pulling your shoulders back at different angles? Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. Let me adjust this. Oh, alrighty. Stay with me now. You think about a Kelso shrug, right? All you're doing is you're retracting your scapula or you're retracting your shoulder blades. But if you look at like sort of the center point of your shoulder and make that like the origin, pretty much shoulder retraction would just be that center point going backwards, towards your, how would I say it, your behind, right? And then when you think of scapular depression, it would be the opposite. That center point goes down. Scapular protraction, forwards, and then elevation. Yeah, so you got up, down, left, right. Yeah, WASD. But if you press W and you press A at the same time, you go diagonally. Hold on now, right? This now unlocks pretty much every angle available from scapular elevation to scapular depression, and you're arcing all the way backwards with every single angle of scapular retraction. Still with me? All right. And pretty much all of your back training is something like that. You are pulling that scapula back most times at different varying angles, different varying leverages, and pretty much that's it. I may have missed some. But like, I've thought about my back training for a bit only because, one, I think my back is like my strongest part of my physique. But two, I feel like I have sort of almost like the best mind muscle execution of training the back, right? Like, I think I do a very good job, and I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's just something that I've worked on. But I think I do a very good job of moving the shoulder blade as opposed to using any of my bicep or any of my tricep. I'm purely just moving that humerus at sort of different points in my shoulder. And I think I credit a lot of my back development to the ability of being able to do that. So, something that maybe you can try if you're struggling to either feel your back or grow your back is to sort of go back to square one and ask yourself, are you confident in being able to mobilize your shoulder at different positions to different angles? And if the answer to that is yes, then your next step is to try it with load, right? Try it with different types of either holding, pulling, or, these angled arcing type movements where you can actually move that scapula, move that shoulder joint towards whatever angle you're going for. And then comes the question that obviously, depending on what angle you hit, it's going to be what part of your back that you develop. And this one's a little tricky because I feel like there's a lot of different like opinions out there in terms of at what angle I pull is what area of my back will activate. And for the longest time, I sort of just followed most of them. And it wasn't until I got a bit leaner and it started posing a bit more and being able to see my back flex did I sort of work out that angle for myself. So spoiler alert, I give no advice here. You got to find out which angle works for you. And if you don't have the luxury of being able to sort of see your own back flex, then you're going to have to sort of just go off feel, right? If that particular area on your back starts to cramp or you feel like you don't have a lot of strength there, it's fatiguing, then decent odds that you're hitting the right spot, right? But otherwise, I mean, that's the plan of attack for today. 2 sets, seated cable row, double variation, 2 sets lat pullovers, 2 sets wide grip lat pull downs with the elbows in front. That's gonna be juicy. That's gonna be really juicy. It's elbows in the scapular plane, 20 degrees from shoulder, like completely parallel. And the reason why is that the scapular plane is supposed to be the position of your shoulder that you have the most stability in, right? So my elbows are going to be there, and I'm going to be purely driving my elbows down, right? It's a freaking sick feeling because you go from like scapular elevation at what 150 degrees backwards this way to, you know, scapular depression minus 60 degrees downwards, right? And if you want to sort of imagine it like a Venn diagram or like a sector of a circle, it's like that is what's going on with your shoulder. It's a weird way to describe it. I realize this now after talking about it for the last fucking 10 minutes. But I don't know. That's my back training philosophy or hot take in a nutshell. But otherwise, excited, caffeinated. I've got 6 sets of back, so that means I'm thinking perhaps maybe shoulders and maybe something else to just round off close to 10, 11 sets. And the reason here is that, like, if I'm going to go and do a workout anyway, I sort of feel like I should try to dedicate a bit more of the full time, like more of the time to more working sets. Because if I'm already there, like, you know, you might as well just hit something else. Just purely back. I don't want the workout to be only like 45 minutes. I want to enjoy myself a little. Anyway, enough talking about it. You'll see me in there for that first set. Narrow grip or wide grip, I still have not yet decided, but we will see. We will see. Alrighty. You know what this is like? This is like when you're playing online games and you clear all the trash mobs and then you get to like the boss room or the boss fight and you're making sure you're fully healed, make sure all your gear's repaired. Versa grips, first set. I'm ready to go. Let's take on this boss fight. We went with close grip first. Moderately heavy. Let's go. Lovely. Absolutely scrumptious squeeze. Let's go wide now. Not bad. Now, if you heard me talk earlier in the car about being quite good at contracting my back without involving arms, forget what you just heard. I just felt my biceps. My goodness, they are fucking pumped. I curled the shit out of those low rows just then. Anyway, same thing, mid row, you know. Not in terms of height, I'm still going to row down, but I am going to sort of change the angle of my elbow position. Yeah, check it out. Oh. Woo. Not bad. The mid back feels pretty fried. All right, time for some pullovers. Not bad. Hey. Am I in the shot? Anyway, lat pullovers, but I'm going to use a straight bar. Or if I were to be specific, I think this would be called a cambered bar or an easy bar type attachment. Most annoying thing about these, the fucking thing in the middle is squeaks. So it's like, Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, I'm sort of tucked into a corner of the gym, so I'm not going to bother anyone. But honestly, if they see how hard I go, they surely would give me a pass. They're like, he's going hard. Let him seesaw away. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Yep. That was okay at best. Honestly, categories today, and I don't even think that's the right word to say, but I had some plan for back, but I sort of just felt like doing stuff that I felt like, and that ended up in setting up this single arm lat row. And so, honestly, I might really just only do back today and not really hit any other accessory muscle groups. And I'm going to reference the car talk again because I want everyone to listen to it. But pretty much, I thought I was going to do back and something else, and I was going on and on about how people that only just do one muscle group, not enough volume. Turns out, far out, I'm one of them. Anyway, single arm lat pulls or lat rows, but this time from an upward angle. Yeah, I've done these single arm from a seated row angle, and it's the exact same thing. You're just pulling from this angle now, right? And what am I doing? I'm pulling that elbow down, but really I'm thinking pull the shoulder back, depress the scapula, depress the shoulder, squeeze in that position, slowly release. Yeah. Anyway, if that's a bit confusing, just watch this. I'm going to show you something cool as well. Then the swap. Not bad. Let's run it back. Maybe 2 sets. It was too damn good. Apologies for the nudity and I suppose the jump scare. One more of these bad boys. Up. Ugh.
Travelers on the voyage of discovery, distracted by desire to know long-term time, searching for wisdom beneath the ever-changing depths of ether. Transcending humanity's historical evolution, reaching the world until one day, sooner or later, we see this music is over.
Fuck me, dude. Imagine I didn't press play. Oh man, I can't wait to see what that looks like. That's crazy set. Alrighty, welcome to Backyard Science Winnow Edition. What did I want to do? I wanted to do a frontal plane pull down. So for those that don't know, frontal plane is sort of across your body like this, think dumbbell lateral raise, and sagittal plane is forwards and backwards, think bench press. And then you have the transverse plane, which is like, ooh, like rotational. Yeah, that's correct. Anyway, so I wanted to do some frontal plane pull downs, and normally I go and just sit on the lat pull down machine and just take this wide grip with the elbows in that scapular plane. But I figured, why not try this one? I'm gonna name it American Shoulder Press. Aussie represent. I'm gonna stop being racist on the internet. That's crazy. Oh no, not racist. Patriotic. Sorry. Alrighty. Okay. I now realize why this is awful. I'm freaking levitating. I'm pulling myself up. That's why the lat pull down machine's needed. The freaking knee brace. Of course. I'm gonna do another set. I'm gonna put a 20 kilo plate on my on my knees, and I'll see if that helps. Alrighty. So I think I discovered an elegant solution to not needing to put a damn 20 kilo plate on my knees just so I can do these frontal plane lat pull downs. I'm just gonna flip the other way, sit the hips back a tiny bit so I'm still sort of in that direction of that line of pull. And then I'm just gonna go one-handed at a time, use the other hand to brace. And that should be good enough, yeah? That should provide enough stability so I'm not one arm pulling my whole body up every time, yeah? Anyway, this is what it looks like. Oh, I'm not sure if that was 5.
Mm. 4. Oh. Woo. Honestly, that might do us. Let's just check the pump.
Alrighty. I had to take a call, and now we don't have a lot of time. So let's run through all 10, and then maybe some bodybuilding ones, and then get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah.
Why am I always short on time? It's freaking crazy. Alrighty. Whew. All right, bodybuilding ones. What are we thinking? Obviously, we open with the front lat. Throw one of these bad boys in. And then, of course, how could we forget? Ah, not bad. And then a secret one that I actually used to hit a lot, but I'm a bit rusty with it. We obviously go with the teacup. Whew. Not bad. 70.2 this morning. I'm very confident that tomorrow I'm gonna be sub 70. Just freaking cramped up my rotator cuff again, god damn it. And so I'm gonna label the video, title the video, sub 70. Anyway, if you've listened to this far, thanks for tuning in.